Hey, I'm Whitney Jones, the owner and lead designer of Whitney J Decor. Here at Whitney J Decor, we specialize in bold interiors, giving you lots of color, lots of style, lots of pattern. We give you the home of your dreams without breaking your budget. All right, so I am originally from New Orleans or from the West Bank, if we're being technical. My passion for interior design started in college, where I used to decorate my dorm room. And then we were displaced for Hurricane Katrina. And that's when I started watching HGTV, where I found out people were actually making money doing something that I was doing for free. So I did some research and I decided to go to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh, where I got my interior design degree. And I've been working for myself ever since for the last 12 years. Being seen to me looks like clients that don't question my rates. It looks like being able to go into the store and not have anybody wonder whether or not I can afford what I want to pay for. It looks like going on vacation when I want to and not being questioned about, if I actually am staying at the hotel. It means being able to walk into any industry event and not have to worry about whether or not they think I'm an interior designer, whether I belong, because I've paved the way for myself and I feel like I've seen myself, so I don't need any validation anywhere else. So over the last 12 years, my business has changed tremendously. I started taking very little money for these projects, sometimes as little as $99 a room. And I'm at the point now where I am getting a whole lot more. I've come into a different sort of clientele and project that has brought me more into the luxury realm of furnishings and products that I've been procuring for clients. And that has been a totally different project, a totally different client, and a totally different mind frame that I had to have in order to be successful with these new projects. Oh my God. If you knew me, you would know that I am like the most. I do the most, I give the most. I love to give extra. I love to go above and beyond. And what happens is when I would do all of that, I would feel left kind of like empty. You know what I mean? Because I've given it all to projects and to clients and one of the biggest lessons I learned in all this time I've been doing this work, and this is a very recent lesson I learned, was that I don't owe extra to anybody. I learned that I owe what was in the contract. I give what I was paid to give. And this isn't like, this is no shade to any client or anything like that. It was something internal in me that felt like I need to always do more and give extra. You know what I'm saying? And I find that I always felt unappreciated and felt burnt out and left unfulfilled. And so once I started to like put myself first and also realize the only thing I owe is what I signed the contract for, what's in the scope of work. I don't know, things just really changed for me and something clicked in my head, making my days feel a little bit more fulfilling. So my inner focus has been working to increase my self-worth. I found that in order to put myself in positions to get bigger and better projects and to be at the mental capacity to handle them, I had to increase my self worth. And that required me to dig really deep to see where I wanted the future to look like for me, where I want the present, what I want the present to look like for me. And that required me to be able to, tap into different people, different places, different projects, and to be able to know when to say no, be able to know when to say yes, and just to be content in my decisions and to stand up for myself. So my favorite way to unwind, which might be the most boring answer ever, is to read. I literally sit in my bathtub for 2 hours, 3 hours, and I read. I read a book, a physical book, or I'll be on my Kindle and I'll read for hours. I love reading. It's my favorite thing to do when I'm not working. So So representation in the interior design industry has been a really big conversation that has been going on in our industry and also beyond, because when I first started this business, there wasn't a whole lot of designers that looked like me that you could visibly see on TV or online in the magazines. And so it was really hard to know that, you know, you're worth the fees that you want to ask for, and also that it was really hard to know that you belong. So when kids, I would say, that are looking for a creative outlet in a professional career, when they see people that look like them, I think it gives them a little bit more motivation to know that they belong. And then clients who reach out to me, you know, I've had several clients that tell us that, you know, they've always wanted to hire an interior designer, but they couldn't find anyone that they connected with. And so they met me. And a lot of times that connection is just knowing that they felt safe with someone that had some cultural connections, and, you know, having that connection to somebody that you felt a little bit more safe being personal with, because we have, you know, insight into our clients' personal relationships, their finances, their, you know, mental health, all kind of things. We get down into the nitty gritty of our clients, and it's a very personal service that clients have to be comfortable with the person that they end up giving their money to. But when I think about leaving an impact, I always think, and I might not ever have a child, but I always just think about what I can bring to my child. If I have a child, I want him or her to be fearless. Because I feel like I came through a big journey of coming from being somebody that was scared of everything, scared of taking chances, scared of defending themselves, scared of speaking up. And now I'm far from that. Like I talk and I want my child to be like, you know, to be fearless and to know that they don't have to be afraid to be themselves, and to take whatever they want, you know, not to take it, but, you know, yeah, take it. Take whatever you want. Work hard for what you want, and be the person you want to be. Defend that person, and you know, that's what I want. That's the impact I want. The people that I love and the people who love me, I just want them to be inspired to be fearless. I'm Whitney with Whitney J Decor, and I am seen.